We were just working with an overlock stitch, which is great for just a single layer of fabric or double, but there are some overcast stitches that are truly designed to be an overcast and a hem, like a seam all together. So we're going to go ahead and do stitch number 19. 19 does recommend foot number 3, which is what we just used, but this foot is the one with the little adjustable marker or guide, so we can move that in or out. I like to move it so it lines up with the little pin that's inside the stitching area. That way when the needle jumps over to the side of the fabric and practically into air, there's something to support that stitch. And that's what made this lay so nice and flat when it was done. So if you've ever tried it with just a regular presser foot, that fabric sometimes curls and doesn't lay nice, and this foot truly is your answer. So I'm going to just take this little cut edge that I've made and fold some ribbing in half and line up all 3 raw edges. So this stitch will kind of have a forward and back movement to it. The IDT is engaged, so I'm going to just go ahead and get it started here. Yes, you usually pull ribbing just a little bit to stretch it, but I'm going to just kind of gently let the fabric kind of guide. I'm just keeping the raw edges near that little marker so it can catch nicely. So it's overcasting the edge so it doesn't unravel, and creating a seam that has some give. This should give us a good enough idea how this is going to work. Now if you run into any problem with skipping of stitches or breaking of thread, make sure that you have a nice either ballpoint needle in or a stretch needle. But look at how beautiful that stretches out, and all done with just one pass, meaning you don't have to go back and overlock it and stitch it. It's just done in one stitching line right on through.